Get on to rock, get up to burn, stand with the pride and burn for your desire. One day I noticed that my life was broken. It was not me who was controlling this body. Oh, I want to know what's really real to me before it vanishes like a wave. Get on the rock, get up the burn, stand with the pride on me, the ways to make it.
Man, I think I chose the most misleading part of the VOD right there. You would absolutely think that's something coming up from that image. Whoops. But it's not. It's something that never, unfortunately, happened yesterday due to the Spain outages. I guess you get to see my nice little graphic that I made yesterday. Ooh! Thank you. Accidentally lowered my monitor. It's good now. Was good. Time for the finals. We are slightly speedrunning, I think. We have to a little bit. I messed up. Didn't really mess up my monitor, but I kind of it kind of did something it wasn't supposed to do. Right. Pretty proud of the flashbang screen that I made. Oh, I was struggling with it. Actually, it should be brighter. What the hell? Did I accidentally nerf the brightness? Simply will not stand. Bright enough, right? There we go. Better. There we go. Yeah. Ho ho. Perfect. Now it's proper flashbang. I hope. Does this hurt your eyes, chat? Is it? I hope it doesn't, right? Stopping on the game, by the way. Oh, hello. Gear Xrd. You know. It's beautiful. Thank you. Ready to rock. I think a.b.a, you know, is a favorite. It's one of the first times we had good ace in here. It's something that rarely happens, really. Alright, so our first match is gonna be Scatter. It's gonna be Cuenca. I'm just getting it set up here. Both players should be on their way. Oh, we got Cuenca. I know Scatter's streaming, so Scatter will definitely be here in just a sec. It was a really fun stream, by the way, yesterday. It's been ages since I actually did something like that. You know, where it was just like kind of... I'm slightly happy, actually, that the stream just kind of turned into a clusterfuck because of all the Spain issues, stuff like that. It was very fun, actually, just running some viewer matches. It was very fun doing some exhibitions, different games. It was fun doing Tekken ranked for once in my life, playing Tekken. It was very fun beating all these Strive players in Strive for some reason. I don't know how that happened, but yeah, our first match here is gonna be Cuenca. It's gonna be Scatter. It's the first part of the winners bracket. Again, due to the outages of you know, of Spain last time, it turned out kind of weird. Ice Ace. Isaac. I could do that, yeah. Here's the bracket, by the way. It's kind of... I had Super Saiyan Ace at some point, but honestly, the yellow color I made, it kind of looked very much like, yeah, not a very nice... It's like a piss yellow, honestly, and it looks so awful. This also looks awful, but in a good way, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's time to blame the beasts. I should retweet that we're live, actually.
Heaven or hell.
I with.
じゃあ、脅威測定しますね。前座で終わらないでね。
ENO versus Giovanna. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Sorry, yeah, let me just do a tweak real quick while I remember. Alright, it is just Cuenca. First match right there. Ahead of myself. Scatter. Almost getting there. Yeah, I mean, it kind of is a top 8, right? Because it is the finals. So all these players, they have qualified. So of course, yeah. So we started already the bracket kind of yesterday, although it was still a qualifier. Oh, it's gonna looking very good here for Cuenca, gonna be able to get that game won. But the point is that the winner of tonight wins a sponsorship by, I guess, me, the stream, for Headstomper, where they'll get like hotel room paid, they'll get tickets to the event paid, and I'll buy them some player shirts as well. And yeah, that's pretty much what we're fighting for right now. So it is kind of hype, not gonna lie. I gonna have to do a little. I'm just gonna do a clip, something. I'm just gonna act like I'm not meta commentating. I'm just gonna act like I'm for real commentating right now for just a sec, and I'll post a clip. Oh, there we go. Gonna jump it. Gonna get the throw as well. Again, it is just Cuenca here with a little pressure. Scatter had enough. Gonna get that burst out there. Does not want to deal with this pressure at all. But again, the 2K coming out. And Cuenca with even more pressure. Got one. Bar spent there. The other one gonna be used on the super. And that is gonna be round one. Cuenca. Alright. Solid hit. About it. 10 seconds. Yeah, it's gonna be that for game 2. Cuenca already looking super solid here. Winner of this, of course, will go against Crillou. So pretty interesting potential next match. Yeah, I'm pretty hyped. Yesterday was super fun. We had so many good matches. As you can already see, right, some of the strongest players in the region were in fact already like knocked out with farms. A post. Post that everywhere. And we are good. Looking very good there for Scatter. All right, you know, getting around on the board, saying, you know what, I want to go down 3-0, man. And we did see right yesterday as well. A lot of players were able to kind of either it was like bringing it back, or you know, they were kind of getting blown up. And keep out Cuenca here. There we go. Not reacting to that one. And oh, all right. Flex Shield staying alive. Gonna use the RC to extend that combo. And oh, dropping it at the end, but doesn't matter. Gonna get the throw, and it is gonna be set point now for Cuenca. Trying to move on in this winner's side of things. Oh, counter hit. All right. Set to the wall here, wall splattered. Half-life lost from Scatter. Yeah, it's a classic daring contest in this game. Big tree not working out. Scatter with 2 sticks of tensions. That's potentially an overdrive coming in. There we go. Alright. See? Bursting to stay alive. Again. A lot of meter here for both players. Gonna be build up this overdrive. Gonna whiff, but doesn't matter. Right, staying alive. PRC. Extend the pressure. Both players haphazardly trying to win this situation, but it is in the end Kuenka. That is gonna do it. Be a 3-0. Sending Scatter down to the loser's bracket, but definitely not out of it, right? It's gonna have to fight Falsifier down there to stay alive. Wonderful, wonderful match. And we are gonna move on to the next one. Andros versus Shocker. They are available right now. While we do that, could I make this even more funky looking? Builders. Color key, right? Color correction, maybe? But dude, this kind of good though. I like that. Ooh. Oh, no, that kind of hurt my eyes. Right. Saturation. Oh, not saturation. Oh, now it's cursed. There we go. Yo, what? Little pink there. See-through saturation. I don't know what I've created, but it's great. That's a good one. That's a good one. I think the evil Ace is looking honestly less evil than the good Ace now. Yeah, radioactive. It's perfect. Alright, so we're gonna have Andros 11 side. The other one is gonna be Shocker. Actually, it actually hurts my eyes looking at this. I'm just gonna make it not this. Price. There we go. Little. You know. Now it's a good filter. There we go. Price will like getting old. You can play. Alright. So there we go. It's gonna be the next two stars of tonight. It's gonna be on one hand Shocker from Austria taking on Andros 11. Of course, Andros usually rocks the Venezuelan flag, not the Spanish flag. Let's do this. Yep. Let's see. This is round 2 winners. We're trying to get into top 8 with this one. So it's effectively a top 16. It was good, Potter. It was good. Finally, everyone's back online. It's looking good. Got a pretty nice bracket lined up. Crillou will be up next. Fighting Lenka. The Shongler. So we did have a Resil vs Shocker show match, first to 5 yesterday. Very, very close. Ended up going to Resil. So pretty interesting, you know, if Shocker actually beats Andros, right? Because then it will be kind of a run back of that first 5 yesterday. I would say like the first to 3 a little bit closer than, you know, what happened afterwards in that set. So I think, yeah, it could be a very, very good set between those two. But of course, Andros, not someone who is easy to get through. Throw out that Renson. No frills gameplay here. Yeah, I'm happy it didn't turn out to be, you know, worse than it was for Spain, for sure. That's stuff scary, man. Ooh. Good combo, but no, dropping the Axel Bomber, and look at that. You drop one little thing. GG, shake my hand. That's just, oh man, that's so much damage. One combo drop and you die. Oh my days, dude. I can't believe that just happened. Yikes, man. Yeah, that was crazy. It's like one little drop right on there. Oof. I mean, do you expect him not to mash? On Axel? No way, right?
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Almost sending out the tornadoes. JS. Renson connecting, jumping in, not gonna get much here. The PRC. Let's continue, but Hammerfall will kind of take care of that. And oh, nice, good deflect shield, right? Didn't want to deal with any of that point blank pressure. But now, God, remember. Well, it's been like that for a while this season, right? But they just gave Potemkin some really good tools now to get in a little bit more easily, and that means that's actually got to be more conscious, right? Conscious for how you zone him up. Oh, yeah, big whiff. Line that. Powerful connecting. Yeah, throwing the back throw. Not really the incident quite yet, but maybe an incident. Use that again, the JS, right? The 5P to kind of zone out Andros, and that's kind of what's been working, I feel like, right? I feel like we go this point blank here. It's a slippery slope, man. Although now it's looking really good here for Shocker. Oh, as I say that, what a jump out there, and there we go, the JH just to whiff punish that failed PRC buster. Here we are, back to, you know, JS, 5P. I don't think, right, you need that much more in terms of keeping out Potemkin in a lot of situations. It's just about, you know, yeah, making Andros maybe a little bit impatient. Ooh, there we go, gonna be knocked down the BRC. Shield. That is gonna be a 2-0. Andros. Again, looking quite strong here. All right. Yeah. I mean, wouldn't be a shocker if it's 3-0, but now it's it's good. Honestly, right? So, as I'm an Axel player, Shocker rocks the exact same colors as I do. If there's anyone I kind of want to go in, it's kind of Shocker. Honestly, Deck Nerd today, and it's kind of weird, right? Because normally I wouldn't do that, but because it's such a small bracket today, and because it's a sponsorship, like I get sponsored 2 of these players. I kind of just wanted to do it solo today. Not as a podcast style too much, but maybe a little bit, right? I just kind of wanted to be excited. And we also had a really long stream yesterday. So fine, maybe. Yeah, first round. Gonna go to Andrus. Gonna be set point here. And yeah, I feel like this is a matchup that used to be very, very good for Axel. And now, right, it's more equal. Potemkin got so many good tools. There we go, the Mecha Fist. Forward's gonna connect to H, but again, the Mecha Fist. Nice. Alright. Yeah, again, the JS doing a little work here for Shocker, but needs a little bit more the Christmas miracle here. Easter miracle, maybe. Will he rise from the dead? We will have to see. Got one. Our attention could be something just to PRC. Stay safe, right? We want to keep zoning. Gonna connect as well with the Renson, but now this is where you're in trouble. Garuda. Flex shields out. Okay, there we go. Nice little conversion there off the JS. But Andrew is just such a wall, man. The menace walking towards you. This time, though, won't be the wall winning. And yeah, Shocker doing a very good job there, keeping out Andrus. See how Andrus responds now. Yeah, we're not very deterred here. Just walking forward, pacing Shocker down. Shocker already pushed to the corner. Yeah, good way to find a way out, right? Just the JH doesn't need any more than that big counter hit. And now this is where you are in trouble. Stuck in the corner. Garuda, you don't have that many defensive options. As Axel, right? You don't have... Ooh, okay. Gonna go under there. That's a wild read from Andros. I love that, though. Alright, we're still alive. JH. Not gonna get it. That's it. It's too much. 2P. Back to neutral. No confirm off of that. JS there. Oh, the super. Uh-oh. Yeah, yes, he has to make it safe there to survive. Using the wild assault there. Interesting, right? Oh, no! Jump back too far. Didn't get the confirm. And now, there we go. Wild assault and the tap 5. Easy from Andrus to take it. And yeah, it was a little bit shaky there at the end. But in the end, it was Andrus with the dub here. All the ref. Alright. That means we are ready. Also, either way, dude. I saw that, so it wasn't super stacked at like a head stumper before, but now I saw Tiger Pupper sign up, man. Ooh, that's gonna be kind of good. Not gonna lie, like Tiger Pupper head stumper. Get 2, dude. We're like hiring a hit squad, dude, to take down Tiger Pop at head stumper. I feel like is that the goal? Who can take it down? Tiger Pop. Them. I think Evil Ace could 5-0 Marissa, not gonna lie. Golus, I think Evil Ace is more of a actually, yeah, Golus is kind of evil, isn't he? I think so, yeah. That's good. That's a good call. Who's more evil than Golus? Could be I mean, Slayer's kind of evil. It's because only good Ace has, been a good boy. So only he gets. But actually, I'm just realizing right now, of course, that Evil Ace is There we go. That's perfect. High five. There we go. Good and evil. Joined together for some good ass Gear Xrd Rev today. Got a lot of matches. Again, Crillou gonna be up next, up against Cuenca. Then we're gonna have some losers matches. Falsifier against the Shocker. We got Scarfed. Will be against either Shinky or the loser of this match. We'll have Andros against Resil. Dude, imagine if Crillou and Andros wins. We're just gonna send 2 Potemkins, dude. The Potemkin hit squad. That would also be kind of high. The big boy sponsor. Unfortunately, I'm not made of money. That's why we're battling it out. But I think with the players we have here, I think I would honestly be happy with like getting any of these sponsors because they're all hype. Also, this Potemkin color is not one I see often, the denim Potemkin, but that's actually really cool. It's a good color. Interesting. Downstairs. I think they're right now looking kind of solid. Gonna be hit by that Potemkin Buster. Also, Icarus. I thought you weren't going to Headstomper, but now I saw you signed up for Headstomper. What's that about? Wrong flag. I just looked at the sign-up list and I was like, wait, that's Icarus on there. What's going on? Yeah, it's valid. Potemkin Buster. Like twice. Oh, yesterday, okay, my brain was discombobulated all day yesterday, okay? I was in an effort, right, to not talk too much to chat like I do today. I was on purpose, I was not looking at the chat like the whole stream. And I had mods in the chat instead, looking at the stream, like the chat for me, for the most part. You can be proud of me now. Like almost a whole stream of me not reading this chat. Here we go, Cuenca. 1-0. Oh, hell yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Game on. Honestly, the more I look at Headstomper now, the hybrid is like Tiger as well, of course, signed up, right? And I've got Icarus there. I think we've got 58 players last I checked. Let me check actually. And we're at least gonna be 60 because I'm gonna send 2 players there. So it's gonna be a super stacked bracket of like 60 players. Hopefully, again, more than that. But like we probably won't get there, but my hopes and dreams were getting to like around 100 players, which I don't think is gonna happen, but you know, you never know. Right now, yeah, 60, right? So 40 more, that's probably a pipe dream. Or like, if we could get to like 75 or something, that would also be super cool, like 80. That's possible, especially since it's a Arc's tour, you know. Hammerfall gonna connect. That damage here from Crillou. Damn. Yeah. Counter hit, that's a lot of damage on the board. Yeah, good neutral jump there from Cuenca, but not gonna get away with it for long, and that's gonna break the wall. Crillou, very quick here to tie up this set. Damn. Alright. So all evened out here. 1-1.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
The only thing, actually one thing, right, that I didn't think about, which is kind of fucked up, is that I'm the head TO for Guilty Gear Strive, which means I'm gonna seed Guilty Gear Strive. I need actually someone else on the TO team to put the SaltyEU sponsored players on, because otherwise that's hella rigged, right? Like I have my own like, sponsored players in there. It's like super rigged actually. Alright, gonna break the wall, hard knockdown. Hammer fall connecting. The shield. I mean, Maria, where were you seated in those tournaments? Because like it's weird, right? For seating. Wait a second, this is hype. Oh, there we go. I'll do biased seating. Yeah, biased little boy. But. Super and Cuenca staying alive there. Very nice, all tied up. Because like something like 65th, right? I think there's like 40 players or something, or 30 players getting that placement. So if you were like seed 90 and you get seed, 65th place, it's just like tied with a shit ton of players. So it's always kind of hard to say like, unless you were like seed, 140 or something, but then you overperformed your seed by like one match maybe. So like, seeding is really not like people care a lot about, like especially in Strive. I think people cared a little bit too much about seeding when you compare it to how much it actually matters in reality. Here we go, Cuenca gonna be up 2-1. Of course, seeding can't be like absolutely terrible, right? But actually, yeah. Like, see that's maybe a bit too off, right? 33rd and 142. That's a big difference. But yeah, in general, seeding doesn't do that much. Like, I remember last Headstumber, I was helping a little bit with seeding. Yeah, I'm still good. Yeah, I was helping a little bit with seeding, and then they like did random within like strength tiers and stuff like that, and people were like complaining, "This is the worst seeding I've ever seen in my life," stuff like that. And we looked over the bracket after the fact, and we would maybe like manually, like I talk with Ratch about it, a couple others, and people would like, we would like change maybe 3 placings around and wouldn't really impact the bracket entirely at all. Exactly. Go. Because, man, actually, no, I'll do this in between games, because I don't want to. I want to complete these hype games instead. There we go. Look at the damage. Yeah, no. I mean, you're lucky across that. Lucky, I don't know about that, but I do know you as a player. So, there you go. If anything, my seeding might be too similar to Salty, right? Like, just look at Salty bracket. That's kind of how I really am gonna seed it, and then just look a little bit more at offline and online results. I think my seeding for Salty is usually fine. It's not perfect because I usually seed within like I seed in 1 hour, 45 minutes. I seed like everyone, but I think it's decent for the most part. Hell yeah, Dakner. Me too. Alright, Cuenca set. Point, gonna get that jump in Spain. Looking solid today, dude. Alright, straight up. A posture right away. Crillou back against the wall, but got it alive. He could tie it all up right. It's close to being down. or the BRC, and that is gonna be way too much damage. Cuenca is gonna go down. That's... Yeah, there were like 100 players right at there was like 100 players that had Stumble, right? I think so, like around 100. Also for like it's not talking shit, but something like Frosty Faustings, there's just so many players that in NA, right? If you go to NA, pools are just incredibly free compared to EU because there's too many players. Like, I made it out of my pool in Tekken. I'm not good. I'm not a good player. I'm like top 10 Denmark kind of player, you know. So I'm not good in a European sense. I made it out of my pool in a pretty stacked Frosty, and it's like, man. Oh, goal burst. I think going like European events are just scary. Super good players all around. Save the tension. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. There's still like a ton of good players. I'm talking about Tekken also a little bit too much, maybe, because Tekken, the average level is definitely far lower, I think, just because they have a lot of players, but they have fewer players on like that scary can blow you up kind of level. All right, set point Cuenca. That's good. Just pressuring in here, but Crillou finds a way out. The super is gonna be blocked at that. It's gonna hurt. The flag shield had enough. But in comes Crillou. Does not wanna create any kind of space. That's gonna tie it all up. Ladies and gentlemen, double Luigi here. Who's gonna move on into... what's that, top 8? Yeah, who's gonna move on into top 8? Right now, with a good start. The counter hit. Super. Alright. Solid right now, the tension building up here. Tried the flex shield, didn't work out, but awkward situation with the PRC is gonna whip that throw. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, look at the damage. Gonna get hard knocked down, a lot of tension now gonna be building up for Crillou, but on the other hand, of course, Cuenca, 2 sticks of tension. BRC gonna get in the schmicks. It's simply too damn good. Still gonna be alive here. Oh! Look at the buster. And that will do it. Crillou. Gotta take it. 3-2, man. What an end, dude! I got a little bit too loud there. Like my room, I could like hear the echo of me yelling. I remember turn it down a little bit. Ooh, that's kind of hype though. I mean, it's. Oh, yeah. All right. That means we are now ready for. Who did I put? Crillou match on. We had that one. Scarfed is not ready, so we should go to match 17, False Fire and Shocker. You got blocked? Damn. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yes and no. Yes and no, actually. I think it's pretty good for... Where's my camera, like, so far on this side? I think it's good for offline events. I still like it for offline events. Not gonna lie. I just hate it for online. Yeah. Also fire against Shocker. Yeah. That's true. Yo, thank you very much for Raid Scatter. Appreciate it. A lot of good matches still to come here. There is a plugin kind of app thing like that. I don't know if you know it, Decknerd. But there is a there's actually like an app that makes it way easier to host. It's like a second party thing. Third party, not second party. It's like a third party thing that just makes it easier. More smooth experience. You just create the bracket on StartGG and then you kind of run the third party thing. It's better. Which is whack that you have to do that in the first place, but yeah, I agree. And, you know, challenge always kind of wish a little bit, you know, not great. We also have, of course, so it's like, challenge is the weirdest thing because it's like owned by Logitech, but they like did nothing with it, I feel like. Updated like the UI 2 times, arguably for the worse, and then did nothing. Kind of crazy. Let's take a gander at the bracket here. We are waiting again for Shocker. I think Shocker thought they would have one more match before there, so that's completely valid. But unfortunately, that losers match wasn't lined up, so it didn't work. Let's see. The UI also got updated on here, right? This is how the bracket is shaping out to be a top 8 currently. A Falsify Shocker, Scarfed over here. These two in the winner's side gonna be playing. I might actually have to move some matches off stream. Think about it. I guess we don't have grand finals. We have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 matches. Should end around 9, I hope. Yeah, I got a meeting at 9. Let me just ask Andros and Resil. Guys, good to play. Let's see if we can get a match. So yeah, let me ask Andros and Resil and get our first winners finals contestant, of course. If you win the winners finals, that's it. You're in. No, you're not actually, right? Oh yeah, you are. Yeah. If you win the winners finals, if you go to a grand final, then you're qualified. Bam. So we're not gonna have a grand final today, because again, it's gonna be top 2. So those 2 players qualifying to the grand final will be the winners, which is kind of weird, I know, but that's just kind of how it's gonna work. Right, let's see if we can get Resil. So Andros is here. I pinged Resil, but Resil might be out getting... might not be home yet. Question mark. Let's see. Resil might be home. Yes. Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll just have to wait here a little bit. It's not too much. Alright, it looks like we are at a we got a little bit of an impasse here. Gotta wait, I guess, for the off-stream match to be done. Then we got, of course, in the off-stream match we have. Let me just pull that up again. The full bracket this time around. Gonna have Wenka and Shinky fighting. We know that one gonna go against Scuffed. I know Scuffed is here. I know these three are here available. Shocker should be here, so hopefully we can get Shocker soon. Resil and Mineion will be here. Yeah. See, we get that sorted real quick. Resil is there. Absolutely great news. Great news. First winners semifinals. Andrus the 11th. I forgot that Resil was out because Resil was chatting on stream, but of course Resil was actually home. Yes, watching from the bus or something. Andrus, Resil. Wow. You know what? Actually, strangely enough, I feel like more games need is that in Tekken 7, the menu music changed every season. And like the lobby music and such. We've had the same lobby music every damn game, right? Like the whole game for Strive. And I've listened to this song way too much. I would love if this lobby song had changed at every season or something, right? I guess I would be tired of it by now anyways, but you know what I mean. I mean, it's an okay song. I guess you can mod it or something. Yeah. Character select music. It did so as well in 7. Character select also changed. But in 8, only character select changed. Yeah, we could put in Birthday Train. Imagine that Birthday Train every time we sit in a lobby, dude. Ooh-wee. That'd be kind of hype, wouldn't it? It's like a stream where it's literally 45 minutes of just pure Birthday Train blasting. Dude, it's so long until the next 1st of April. It would be so funny to have the 1st of April have a tournament. Every single song in game is Birthday Train, menu music, Birthday Train. It's like 3 hours of Birthday Train. Alright, good start there from Resil. Alright, we're gonna do the install. Look at that, dude. Resil came out swinging. Holy. There we go. Connect there with the pot buster. The trouble here if you are Resil. Another one. Yikes. There we go. It is gonna be first round here for Andrus. Go. A lot of damage here on the board. One stick attention again, using that meter to get into install. I guess I wonder, right, install must be a little bit good in this matchup. Like, install is pretty good in general. It seems like it's kind of a thing Resil really goes for against Andros, at least so far. Yeah, see another buster coming out right there. Yes. It is gonna be game 1 for Andros. Interesting. Quencat took out Shinky 3-0, 3-1. I mean, Quencat still alive. Quencat, again, someone who played out of their mind today, right? So it's going to be Scarfed and Quencat. We're going to have Falsified Chakras and Scarfed and Quencat up next. On D right now, Andros in a bit of trouble. Buster. Look at that damage. Oh, that's gonna connect. Was that a 2P, but still alive? Getting in, and again the booty. Too strong. Andros trying to make short work, trying to go into that winners finals. Remember, winners finals, you're one match away from getting out sponsorship. Damage, man. That man can really dish it out. Oof. Oh, still alive. Still mind. All right, Resil tying it up here. Again, playing super well today. Remember as well, anyone interested, we do have a, we don't have Match Reno, but we do have a donation goal. Right now we got, thanks to, of course, Icarus, it was Wim, it was Voltan, and of course Sleeping Bio helping out with a big 50 euro as well. We got 68 euro, which is definitely a nice little help for the players, maybe to afford some, I don't know, it's probably just gonna be food for the travel, but still. Nice, every little bit helps, so it will just be straight up split between the players. Yeah, and there we go, Resil. And a 1-1 situation here. Also gotta remember this weird Resil stipulation that if Resil makes it into top 3, there's gonna be, I guess, into top 2. If Resil makes it into top 2, there's gonna be 3 players sponsored, because Resil has a very cheap hotel, and I'm just gonna pay for that and then still keep the room for 2 extra players. If Resil wins, or gets into that top 2 spot. It's gonna be interesting. What's good, Jason? Counter hit. Another big counter hit. Resil kind of playing out their mind today. What's going on? Is this what a motivated Resil looks like? Andros in a bit of trouble. again. Pressure coming in here. One stick attention. Another one here, but will that be enough? YRC. Man, Tiger, I saw you use that up for head stomper. That's hype as hell. That bracket will be great, I think. So many strong players going at this point. RC. Got the burst, but yeah, obviously not suspended here. Of course, couldn't after the wall splat. Mega Fist connecting. Wait a second. Will not do anything. Sir, it doesn't kill though. Uh-oh. Alright. Yeah, go. Resil again playing out their mind, I feel like, today. Really, really good. Just pressuring in. The constant pressure. Andros struggling to find anything here at all. Hamfall, no punish though. Alright, that's a little bit unfortunate. Gonna build up one stick of tension as well. YRC here. And big whiff Potemkin buster. Chance here for Resil again. Once Resil has been going on that offensive, Andros has struggled a little bit, right, getting stuff going, so, but on the other hand, you cannot get hit by this absolute behemoth of a character. It's just going to hurt way too much to tap 5D. In. Counter hit. Slide that. Ooh. Alright, got the install again. A lot of installs coming out. Ooh, a little weird trade, but it is way in the favor of the Resil, making it 2-1. Okay. Yeah, interesting. It was like too fast, right? I think it was it too fast for the mirror? Like that projectile is hella quick, right? So I assume that's why. But yeah, it did look kind of iffy. It was during the yeah, it was during, I don't know if it does anything, but it was during the install as well, right? So interesting. Slenderger, unfortunately no Matrino. We do have a donation link instead to help crowdfund some travel for the players. So far we've got 68, but yeah, no free codes unfortunately today, because the whole thing about getting, you know, it's a TLDR, it's a bit of a headache if I didn't do it straight through PayPal. Uber, gonna call out the Garuda here. Overhead. Can't hit though. Fun fact, I know that Resil very well liked within the Scandinavian community. So I think, you know, a lot of the Danes would love to see Resil at the event. Of course, Andros beloved by all. But I did hear, went to a bar with Hey Halo, some other people. They were like, all like, man, Resil's the nicest guy I ever met. So, there you go. Get a big counter hit. There we go, the RC. Hammerfall gonna go in. And again the super to blow up the pressure. hit bursting here. Had enough of that, but again might end up being a bit rough still. Wait a second. Again, there's really no hero burst here with your life back on the wall there. But yeah, didn't work. And now it's going to be a 2-2 situation. Whoa. Again, another game 5 here. Interesting. Yeah, I really feel like people are playing out their mind today.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Alright, let's rock. Just straight up. Hammerfall right now. That Podbuster gonna go in. This time it whiffs. Alright. Resil pressuring in. They're gonna get a nice hit. Got one stick of tension. Overdrive. Hard knockdown as well here. Gonna just run in. Gold Burst had enough. Doesn't want to deal with that. Still armor on the Hammerfall. Doing work there. And again. Got the install, cancelling the Hammerfall. Didn't want to deal with that at all. But we've got 2 sticks of tension on the side here of Andros. Can definitely do something with that. Oh, wait a second. No, if you don't get the chance, you can't. Uh-oh. Giganta. Oh, that connects. That's rough. Okay, not quite able to get anything. Didn't have any meter. Garuda also connecting there while assaulting in, right? Wanna somehow close that gap for 1 pixel and a dream. Not gonna get anything there, and the anti-air for Resil gonna be set point. Bam. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, we're gonna go with the flick. Yes, sir, Garuda. Yes, sir. Gonna get the Mega Fist Garuda to extend another Garuda. Gonna get those plus frames. Look at that damage, man. So much tension, nothing left for Resil but a dream here in the corner. Somehow gets out, but no HP left. Flick connects, another one. Attempts this time, doesn't go as well. And anti-air other side this time. Could it be a double Luigi? Another double Luigi, dude. My voice is gonna explode if we keep getting these good matches. We're gonna go in. More resources here gonna be available. Got the burst, gonna spend some of it on that wild assault. FDing from Andros, but it is just not enough, right? Oh, good block on the tap 5D. FD again, getting out, no way. Garuda, gonna just walk forward, gonna get that pot buster. Jumping in, wait a second. Hammerfall, got 1 bar of tension. Oh my days. Uh-oh, chat. It's way too close. Gonna RC. Okay, stay safe, stay safe. Got the burst. Resil slightly getting their own burst as well. Readily available. 1 stick of tension here. Oh, the anti-air! Had enough, though. Didn't want to deal with the good early burst here, but now nothing. No resources here at all for Andros. Still, the flick gonna work out. No way, man. Uh-oh, dude. Jab him, jab him. Hammerfall. Beyonce, wanna jump? Resil! My god. Dude, this guy. Next level. Tap 5D. Blocking tap 5D. Jeez. What a match, man. Whew. It's too much. It's too much. Too much. Could you guys tone it down, man? That's way too hype. You know, yeah. I'm sorry for my neighbor right now. At least it's not that late. Whew. What a close game, man. That is crazy. I don't think I have many more of those in me. I do hope we get more. It's like today, I don't know, man. It's just getting good matches upon good matches. Crazy. Yeah, we're gonna get Falsifier, we're gonna get Shocker. You're out! No way, man. That was way too hype. It is a top 2. You just gotta make it to the grand final, remember, right? You are currently 1, 2, 3 matches away from getting the sponsorship. 3. Of course, good players in all sides of the bracket. Yep, we're gonna take a trip down to losers. It is gonna be... Well, you can't be mad at Andros' pot. Because Andros played pot when Potemkin was bad, right? So... It's not like it's someone who randomly picked up Potemkin. Guy's a goat. Here we go. Falsifier. Shocker. Ah, okay, game crashed. Valid. Valid. Driver. While Shocker is crashing, I'm just gonna quickly fill up my drink. You're back.
Man. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Yeah, sorry, I had to go get a drink. It was Thurston. Thank you very much for the raid, Shang. We got some insanely good matches. Yeah, you should. Why are you not commentating for me, chat? While I'm away, I can't believe that. Thank you very much. Tonight's matches, let me tell you, have been just crazy already. Like, still got a bunch of top 8 left, so even more good stuff. Go to fast slash, 2S connecting as well. One player, right, that has been, I feel like, playing out their mind lately has been Shocker, has improved leaps and bounds. I don't know, playing with the Austrian community, the Austrian community getting a lot stronger maybe. Who knows? But again, Falsifier kind of not coming out of, you know, nowhere, but has been doing so much work recently from being a relatively, again, I wouldn't say unknown player, but someone who at least wasn't showing up in the top 8s very side of very rarely. There we go, the 2S. Good anti-air, but the burst had enough, and now we're just setting up that zoning. A rough situation here for Shocker, not gonna lie. Yeah, Shocker, one issue, right, is yeah, Shocker's decision making, you know, dropping combos sometimes. A little bit more work, but Classic still extremely high class player here, of course. And I can't say anything because, of course, I'm not anywhere near as good. Pressure in, FDing, there we go. It's gonna be Falsifier game 1.
Mankind. Duel 1.
So winner of this match will move on and fight the loser of Crillou and will fight the loser of Crillou and mineion. Be interesting. We'll do the losers matches before that though. The wall. I'll see. We're gonna connect again. We are seeing a way. Got the gun. It's gonna be the first round here for Falsifier. 5p. I'm just kind of avoiding a lot of the axle buttons right now. Doing a very good job just keeping out of harm's way, finding the dead zones here, but the JH gonna take care of that. Good damage here, just RCing right. I want to keep pressuring in, and nice confirm into round for Shocker. Damn. Rolling in. Gonna FD a little bit, it's not gonna work out. Falsifier, gonna get hit by the deflect shields, not deterred though, and just gonna run right back in. Setting up the curse here, tap 5T, no tension for Deus Ex Machina. You know what, we're just gonna run it back into double slump, and yeah, at some point the wall will just, of course, break. Connecting with the 2H, okay, Shocker here. We get something started, not a lot of rainwatering yet. I thought, you know, we had the whole rainwater episode, probably past that. Haven't seen it just yet. Alright, we're gonna get shot away. Got 1 bar attention for Deus Ex Machina, and that will be that. Falsifier gonna go up 2-0 now. Shocker in a lot of trouble. Alright. See how this one goes. Final chance here for an Axel in a sponsorship.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Neck with a gunshot. Deus Ex Machina gonna break the wall. Hopping in. Again, tap 5D, and that is gonna be set point. In. Yes, nice. The 2S there. Double tornado. Jumping in again, the JH. Want to get that pressure going. RCing. There we go, Shocker. Finally trying to get something started here. Alright. The 3K there. Not 6K, I guess. Throw. 1 round. Alright, staying alive, but still, it is not looking easy here for Shocker. Down. I've lost a good little anti-air. Just a very patient play blocking one. I see had enough of blocking. I guess not that patient after all. big counter hit, and it is starting to look like the beginning of the end here for the Axel Pipe Dreams. Wait a second. Never mind. R.E.V.O, and that's that. Falsifier will move on into our bracket. And unfortunately, Shocker will be eliminated. 7th place. Still good though. Still good. Alright. That means we are ready to roll with our next match in our losers top 8. It is going to be Crillou. No, not Crillou. So it's going to be Scarfed and it's going to be Cuenca. So pretty interesting match here. Again, Cuenca we saw earlier. We haven't seen Scarfed yet tonight. Has been waiting a little bit, right? Scarfed did beat Neos 3-1. I believe that was yesterday. So first match of the day for Scarfed on stream. Cuenca we saw earlier lost that 3-2 against Crillou. Was very, very good, right? Played extremely well, but it just wasn't quite enough. Losing that final round, of course. And it's funny, we had 2 games go down to final round. Both featured Potemkin, and both times Potemkin just barely won in the end, right? So, yeah, interesting. Alright. So Scarfed on one hand against Cuenca on the other. Are we going to get run back here for the Austrian community, right? Resil losing. Shocker losing. Resil, of course, still alive, but see here if Scarfed will be the one.
Society. So instead of reflecting on themselves, they blame the beasts, heaven, or hell. Chipp versus ENO. Duel 1.
Let's run. Alright. Gonna go in. Nice little DP immediately. You know, double DP already. Are we just ready with the hard callouts, man? No frills here, no nothing. Only hard callouts today. Yep, of course, Cuenca still playing, you know, playing out of their mind recently. Someone who would also be super exciting getting on the team. I get anyone here I would be super excited having on the SaltyEU team, not gonna lie. Just full of strong players. Bill Slash, gonna be first round Cuenca. Counter hit, we are running towards the wall here. Another big counter hit. Gonna connect the back throw. Wait a second. Alright, we're just trading. Doesn't matter. Pressuring on RC. YRC had enough. Ooh, just gonna immediately get hit by that. Good call out on the Chipp offense. Cuenca showing, you know, that they are definitely very secure in the matchup and gonna get that game won. Alright. Go. 1-0 here for. Interesting.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Jumping in. Nope, that's not gonna work. Burst, just setting up the rope right to get a chance of setting up a really nice mix here. Running back and forth, but it is in the end Cuenca gonna get the hit. the wall. Hard knockdown with the super. Jumping in. That is going to be another round for Cuenca. So what's 3 straight? Damn. Alright. And I would say historically, you know, this bracket right now, if you go down 2-0, it hasn't been looking too good. I don't think we have had any of the big comebacks today, at least. I think we had maybe one yesterday almost. But today's not been the day for comebacks. And yeah, you will indeed go bald if you win and or lose. There's just no other chance. Oh, that's gonna hurt a little bit. Just gonna add to air. Mr. Thomas, you should come to a headstand. Get some free ice cream. To the bottom. Oh, whipping the DP. You cannot afford to do that. Okay, bursting. Staying alive, just barely, but needs to navigate this, and yet will not be able to. Oh yeah. I think we should have after the bracket we should have a how much, like, who can make the biggest ice cream contest or something. Be funny. I mean, Voltan, don't let your dreams be memes. You could, you know. Well, I'm trying to lose weight too, but not a head stumper, baby. That's a cheat, not a cheat day. It's a cheat weekend. You know what I mean? All right, we need someone to make a we need some discourse, right? We need someone to make a ice, like soft ice topping a tier list, like the sauces and the sprinkles, everything like that. We need a tier list, man. Great hit. I would put the strawberry sauce at the top of like S tier for me, but everyone's different. The overhead, gonna put Scarfed here towards the wall, and it's not looking good. Set point. Chance here. Alright. I mean, it's just regular. It's just soft serve. Soft serve and then a bunch of toppings, essentially. I think it's cups. It's cups. Yeah. I'm a cone enjoyer myself, but you know. You hate cones? Okay, let me tell you something. Okay, I think the cones I got in the UK, they were like, kind of like, you know, the weird, like you got the weird like cardboard cones in the UK, right? You don't have the like the real cones usually. But if you get like a proper really good waffle cone, it's great. I think so, at least. Oh. I think it's been a long time since I had ice cream in the UK. I just traumatizing childhood memory is me going to the UK and getting like a weird cardboard cone. And forever my image of the UK was tarnished. Ooh, gonna fly away. One hit, and that is gonna do it. Fuck, 3-0. So Cuenca will move on. Will be against Resil, unless Resil has given up all hope for life. We'll have to see, because we are gonna take a trip to the winners bracket first of all. Let's see if a minion is back. You ready? Let's check real quick. Carp popcorn. Let me find it. Ice cream cone bad. Like. Where's it? All right, I found it. Found it. It's like whatever this disgrace. Let me just ping the players real quick. It's whatever this disgusting thing is that I'm about to pull up. Just zoom out a little bit. Whatever this is. Whatever this is, like the flavor of this, and it doesn't have to be the dual ones. That's just the one I have in my memory. But the waffle is awful, dude. This thing, yikes. This is actual freaking cardboard. It's cardboard, yeah. It's cardboard. It's cardboard. You should not have that. Dude, I hate the UK, dude. Dude, shut up, man. Can't believe it. Coming into my chat, being from the UK. Yeah, it literally traumatized my childhood. Okay, traumatized. I think so for Max Burger, I think Max Burger is okay, but it's not like, I don't think it's that great, honestly. It's just like regular fast food burger, right? You can definitely get, especially if you are willing to pay a little bit extra and go to Copenhagen. You can take the train, takes 30 minutes. There's some really, really good food you can get there. Only thing is, the train, because it is crossing country lines, is like, it's like what? How much? It's like maybe €8 or something. It's a little bit expensive because then you pay like €16 to go back and forth from Copenhagen and alright. Because in Copenhagen, definitely you can get some really good food there. Get some locals to show you. Just don't, make them be too young, because the young people are too poor to eat the good food. It's great. It's great. Wait, I made Crillou from Venezuela. I bet Hey Halo knows some really good places. Just pressuring in. We go hard. Knockdown. And a summon Eddie. Sir. Ooh. Super. Oh, and there we go. Minion. Alright. Alright, game one. And yeah, winner of this one will go into the winners final. Again, if you qualify for the grand final, that's it. You made it. Because 2 people are going to go out of this with a sponsorship. So if you do make it to the grand final, That's it. Andros, of course, waiting in the winners finals. So it's like we have 2 separate finals, kind of. Interesting. Oh, nice little anti-air. Just pressure minion here. Big counter minion answers with a burst. Getting Eddie out there. Slide it. Ooh. Again, the pressure coming out here. Life lost. 1 sticker. Tension. Gonna get it there. The super hard knockdown. And tension's gonna build it. But Crillou, on the other hand, has a lot of tension himself. Not gonna work out though. And that is gonna be 1-0. Minion just looking super solid today. Ruda. Counter. Another one. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Plus you're gonna go in, counter hits, and that's gonna tie it up. Good round there for Crillou. Throwing again. Signs of life. Alright. Minion looking at a 2-0. 1 away now from Gurnet going to that winners finals. Playing super solid here. Crillou now needs 3 in a row, which is not gonna be easy at all here. Interesting.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Alright. See? I think this guy might be the best 4-6 Zato in the game. Man throw connecting. Sir, again, another one. The wall break. Crillou now in a heap of trouble. Sir, tensions rising, and that is going to be set point. Trying to just make a clean sweep here. Of course, Crillou has other ideas. Gonna damage actually. Dang it. No guts, of course, on the side of Zato. So gonna take a lot of damage regardless. Got out, but yeah, didn't quite get the punish there on the whiffed command throw, but that will do it though. It's gonna be all tied up yet again. Fist, gonna sweep legs. Jumping in. Ooh, the burst. Another hammer fall, not quite gonna do it. Pressuring, sending out that sword. Uh-oh. Hammer fall, not gonna work out. Ooh. Like a fist. Another one. Ooh, way too close. Try again. Mega fist blocked. Slide head not gonna work out as well. I'm gonna connect. Mission again. Rising here. The flick. Trying to fly away again. Minion just needs like one hit here to move on to win this final. That could be it. And it will indeed be Minion taking out Crillou. 3-0 here. This Zato champ. Crazy.
Zato wins.
Alright. Let me just ask Resil if Resil is still don't want to continue. Oh, that is Bedman. All right, there we go. Alright. Resil up against Cuenca here. So gonna be revenge here. Spain up against Austria yet again. Accidentally broke Cuenca 4. I don't know if that's a good omen or bad omen. So we're gonna go back into our Lucis Tomate here. God. Only a couple matches left actually. So far, Andros, Minion, Resil, Cuenca, Crillou, and Falsifier are the ones still available to win the sponsorship against so many strong players. Been in the tournament, so many strong players have been eliminated. We are down to less than half of our starting contestants. Man, it's going to be exciting. Who is going to go to Headstubber? Well, I think Resil's going regardless. So, but that's that's a different point.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
So yeah, I think you'll definitely see Resil at the, or you will see Resil at the event no matter what. So that's kind of hype still. Well, let's see the bat. Pull it off here. Counter hit. Alright. Breaking the wall here. Time to get in. Hard knockdown. Blocks in the air. Taking the throw. PRC to continue on the pressure. Resil bursting. A bit of a hero burst. Yeah, won't do anything. I guess game one, you know, that's a time to take your chances, shoot your shots. That big counter hit. Another. The damage. Positive bonus out as well. A lot of tension, gonna get that install. Yeah. Tie it up. Good sense this match being a good one against both players. Fighting for their lives. 3 wins away from the victory here. On the wall. Backdashing. Tension's rising. Both players with burst. The RC gonna work out. Let's see this time. Just bursting again. Pushing. Resil back to the corner, and that's the first game there, sorry, for Cuenca. 1 to 0 here. Let's go.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Yep. Start the burst already spent. Did not want to deal with any of that damage. Understandable there. Can be scary, and instead R.E.V.O manages to turn a pretty bad situation into a good one here. Wait a second, getting hit. Don't spend any tension just yet. First half. Bar. Go. Ooh, deflect shielding. Yikes. And there we go, Resil. Get the first one on the board. I mean, it's kind of win-win, because there's a stipulation, and the stipulation is that if Resil gets into top 2, I should Quenya, true.
Perfect.
That's my B. Yeah, 1-1. There's a stipulation, right? And the stipulation is that if Resil gets into top 2, because Resil already booked a hotel, a stay or whatever, and the stay is extremely cheap, I agreed that I would just pay for that and then just have first and third place be sponsored. So we do 3 players instead of 2. So in that case, if it ends up being Minion and Resil in the losers finals, if Minion wins, sponsored. If Resil wins, all 3 sponsored, you know? So no matter what, if it is going to be Minion Resil, Minion wins, game is rigged from the start, then But again, Resil's still going to make it through a lot of these strong players, so definitely not going to be easy. We've got Cuenca, of course, trying to make it through here. Cuenca, same. Want to get into that top 2 for sure. It's going to be hard. A lot of strong players in the bracket. Push in, deflect shield coming out from Resil. Counter hit as well. Gonna save up 1 bar of tension here. Xrd's gonna work. In a bit of trouble. Push to the wall, 1 bar of tension. Reversal coming out. What a call out. Had enough of that pressure. Do not want to deal with that at all. We did see right that Scarf did have some success against Cuenca, right? Just pulling out the pressure. Gonna be all tied up yet again.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
It's a big count hit. Alright, the super. Other way around, we're gonna get the install. Be a little bit hard now for Cuenca, right? Yeah, gonna get hit by that in the air, and Resil now 2-1 in the lead. Gotta remember in the winners, who sent actually Cuenca? That was Crillou. First time these two fight in this bracket. And interesting game so far.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
The counter immediately. Cuenca does not want to take the chance there. Will spend their burst right, and they'll go wild assault from Resil, meaning we're just gonna go low on resources. You know, just saying, gentleman's handshake. We don't want to deal with that. All of this, you know, resource management. Who cares? We're just gonna spend it all round start, and then we're gonna duke it out. And right now it is Resil dishing out that damage. Cuenca. One's Pixel, not dead yet. Don't worry about it. Yeah. One Pixel and a Dream are seeing here to stay alive. Needs one hit here, Resil. The FD deflect shield. Spending a lot of resources on that round, and I wonder if that was the correct call there. We'll have to see. Because it's set point now. Resil about to make it into our losers semi-finals. Alright. I'll work out. Down hit 2 boss here. Gonna get thrown. And that could be the beginning of the end. Another throw. We got the burst, but it will not matter because you did not have the life. And Resil gonna take out Cuenca. 3-1. Getting revenge for Austria. Alright, so still alive. Damn. Interesting, interesting. Aliens. That means we are ready with Crillou. We're ready with a Falsifier. Of course, interesting matchup. Ireland here. Go up against France. Got a lot of different nationalities actually. Now, for the matchup, right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players left. We've got Spain, Greece, Ukraine/Austria, France, and Ireland. So none of them will have a travel buddy confirmed. Active burst. Again. This matchup we see a lot, right? But it's in the shape of Andras and of course Tiger Bomb. Not saying this is any less though. These two so skilled. I've been for a long time. And again, I love this color on Crillou. It's just so clean. Definitely one of my new favorite colors. Right, pressure here coming out. Falsifier. Yep. Get the tension there. Knock down. Knock down the wall break. Into Deus Ex Machina, and we still not gonna go to a next round here. Of course, a lot of guts on the side of Potemkin, but it's starting to look bleak, and there we go. 1-1, all tied up. I wonder who Resil would prefer to play, the Potemkin or the Happy Chaos. I bet Happy Chaos, just because, you know, a lot of scary Potemkin in this bracket. Little neutral jump, but again, we are just gonna go right back into this Mixin and Schmixin. What a jump over the throw. Gonna continue. Breaking the wall here. Crillou. Hammer falling in. Alright, Garuda. That's gonna be game 1 for the Potemkin. Interesting enough, actually, Falsifier was sent down to losers by Resil 3-1 earlier, I guess yesterday. Maybe that's the matchup you're looking for if you are Resil. Interesting.
Duel 1.
A lot of games to come here. After this, we are going to have our winners finals of Minion against Andros. We are going to decide who one of our qualified players is going to be. Garuda. Alright. Crillou. Looking pretty strong here. Shots coming out, not gonna do much. Garuda again wants those plus frame tries to play around with. So rough in neutral. You're stuck in this situation, and again, just a little shimmy forward there into that Potbuster. Hammerfall makes it safe with the PRC. Falsifier in a lot of trouble. The air throw gonna take care of that, and it's gonna be now a 2-0 lead for Crillou. Damn. All right.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
In here, looking much better already from Falsifier. Bring in. Manchester throw. Stick a butter. And oh! Again, messes up the little wall slump there. And that means Crillou is out of there. Not having it. Still not a good situation to be in. A pretty big life deficits, all things considered. And Falsifier has been pretty good at keeping them out. Never mind. What did I say about life? Jesus Christ. Well. F in chat. It wasn't a mistake. Fair enough. Well, it turned out to be a mistake because letting this guy rock. I think that was a mistake. Yeah, the mental damage must have been quite a bit there, but again, get the throw. Ball. Anti-airing in. Breaks. Blocks, rather. Doesn't matter. Crillou gonna take out Falsifier. Will be one step closer to achieving elusive sponsorship. But before we go back to Crillou, we are gonna have our first player decided. We are gonna take a trip back up to our winner's side of things. It's gonna be Minion. It's gonna be Andros. Who will be the first player guaranteed that sponsorship for Headstumber? Interesting. Already got the hotel room booked, by the way. It's gonna be at the hotel venue itself, of course. I booked a couple extra days just in case, but I'll have to ask the players what days they actually need. so I can just modify it. I hope. It's a while ago I booked it. Should be. Yeah. The venue hotel, of course, is quite nice. So I think that's a bonus. They will be, you know, in a room together. So that could create some funny situations. Imagine that 2 Potemkin players in the same room, for instance. Pretty cool. Venezuela. Yeah, I feel like that's a good part of being a headstone, but it reminds me of, you guys are not old enough, I think. Have gone, but it reminds me of Celtic Throwdown. Like, it's like a bigger version of Celtic Throwdown. Because Celtic Throwdown had the same thing where it was at a hotel. And, you know, you go to the hotel, you know, you're at the venue. It's just very nice. Hotel venues kind of, you know, ballin'. So, oh, C. Level 30? That's crazy. The algorithm is learning. Chat GPT. Alright, got the minion believers in chat. Jump in. The shield. In good anti-air from Andrus. Again. Players about equal life there. Just gonna try and get something going there. Ooh, a little bit of a weird trade, but none of them really comes out scathed. Now he's stuck in the corner. Oh, mistimes the Garuda just a little bit. First round, first blood. Gonna go to Andrus. Man, the myth, the legend. Minion, I think a player that hasn't really been to offline tribe. Maybe outside of Coda, I assume. Pretty interesting prospect, of course, having them travel internationally. Andrus a little bit more well-traveled. I didn't go to Kodo even. Damn, that's crazy. That is crazy, yeah. That's a perfect. Connect that counter hit. Another one. Eddie. Potemkin Buster. I guess then, you know, not having a lot of money, it could be a pretty big opportunity, right? Because it's, you know, you're gonna win a nice chunk change if you, of course, if you win the that summer tournament, or at least if you, even I think if you get like second, third place, it's all right. Yeah, first game gonna be Andrus. Let's rock. So, interestingly enough, it is the top 4 seedings that made it into top 4, but it was actually seeded according to the rankings of the qualifiers. So, I guess the rankings were true as well. Pressuring in a lot of tension. Yeah, that should be not quite able to get the first round there. Uh-oh. That will do it though. First round for Minion. Going Big Son alive. Sheesh. Not gonna work. Oh, the damage gonna all the way downstairs here. So, yeah, just very clean game right here from Minion. Let's see if the Gander can do anything. Nope, gonna get hit. Bring in, gonna get the RC. That is gonna be a 1-to-1 Minion. Tying it all up. I know Michelle, Farthai, would love to have Minion on. It's, you know, it's Minion. She loves minions. And, Despicable Me. Alright, let's see. Who is gonna take the lead here? It was a pretty convincing game too, not gonna lie, from Minion. Again, gonna send out the little frogger. Bursting all day. The big counter hit here, sent to the wall. Connecting.
Duel 2.
She comes out quickly. Eddie immediately replenish. Doesn't matter though. Again, gonna just recharge here in the command throw. Ooh, okay, lands right on that hitbox. Buffalo. Wanna create some pressure, just pushing Minion all the way to the wall. Not gonna mistime that one. Nuh-uh. And that will be clean water conversion. 2-1 for Andros, and now one match away. Getting the sponsorship. Woo. All right. Interesting. So Minion just maybe chilling a little bit, saying, gathering the thoughts. Hope she dreams everything right on this match, potentially the match after. Alright, here we go. Gonna see anything. Color change. Who knows?
Duel 1.
It'll just be similar as we left it. Right. Get hit immediately early here. Again, one thing right, there's a lot on the line tonight. You know, it's actually quite, you know, a couple of €100 at least on the line, if not more. And, you know, Andrew's just a little bit more experienced in these situations than Minion. Whoa. And that will be set point. Sponsorship point, you could even say here. For Andros. Minion though, not done just yet. Uh-oh. Defensive buttbuster? Just like that? Another one? Just like that? And that will be it, Andros. Will be SaltyEU Andros for one tournament. Let's go. That's hype. That's hype. Can't be mad about that. See, he will be appearing at number 2025, and that means we are gonna have Resil, we are gonna have Crillou. These two players are gonna duke it out. Winner, of course, will be against mineion. 3 players. We've got 1 spot. 2 of them will be eliminated. Oh boy. And the match has been tonight been way too good. I'm late for my meeting. Started 10 minutes ago. Whoopsie. I hope they can manage. But they can manage. Alright, Resil, Crillou. Who's gonna go against mineion here? Potemkin, one hand. Bedman, other hand. Yes. If Resil wins, mineion is auto-qualified. It's like a weird stipulation here. Although, because Resil already bought a hotel room, and it's like extremely cheap for some reason. I guess it's at a friend or something. I don't know. But whatever accommodation Resil got is super cheap, so I can afford to, you know, just pay for that and pay for the ticket and get an extra shot. I will though be probably to not completely go broke. I will have to use the emergency crowdfund funds for that, I think, and not flights. Go, that's a lot of damage. Alright, that's a 1-0. The YouTuber house, man. Where's my? I should get my SaltyEU gamer house. No, need that one. Yeah, we're never gonna make that bet either, Maria. Or Icarus, my bad. Wait, actually. There's a funny thing, right? But there is a funny thing, is if Resil makes it into top 3. mineion is guaranteed to qualify. But if Resil makes it into top 3, Resil is not guaranteed to qualify. And because mineion is, you know... because mineion is... Ooh, there we go, the super gonna break the wall here. Yes, sir. This mineion is poor. Minion might wanna win that to get some more of the crowd money, right? So it's only gonna be 2 people sharing instead of 3. Okay, gonna be pushed back here. Resil again looking super strong right now. Crillou in a bit of trouble. Did see Resil earlier. Really knows how to play this matchup well. It's gonna work out. Ruda. Another Potemkin buster. Go in. Pressure coming out overhead. This time connecting. Gonna get the full combo conversion as well. Nice. Oy. Is it just blowing up or is it just... Okay, I think it's just my end that's blowing up. Because looks like it just sped up for a little second. Looks like it's back. Hammerfall. Begging safe with PRC. Maxed out. Both players now with the burst. Crillou needs this one round right. Can't afford to go down 2-0. That is such a steep hill to climb. Oh, takes the throw. Okay. It's gonna be interesting. And the Hammerfall gonna tie the one. Alright. Both players. No burst. We're just gonna spend it early. No burst now for Crillou. You get it pretty fast, but I'm not sure that is going to be a possibility this game. Uh-oh. Super. And that is 2-0. Resil. So close now. Taking.
Bedman wins.
Well, there won't be a grand final, but I'll make a bet for the losers finals. How about that? I mean, there's no point in having a grants because both players have won. You know what I mean? Like, we don't need to do the grants because mostly because I have a meeting that I have to go to. Yeah. But both players already won, so it's just gonna be Andros is gonna get first place on the graphic because Andros qualified for winners. Yeah, losers finals is gonna be the factor finals. But here we go, Crillou. Pot buster here, and yeah. Again, you cannot afford to play in any way, shape, or form shaky here because again, Potemkin, such a character, could just blow you up real fast, right? And this is a fast game. You know, you're ahead 2-0, suddenly it's 2-2, and you're like, huh? What happened? And if you're Resil, you need to end it right here, right now. Cannot afford to extend that set. Absolutely not. It's a good start, though. Hit as well. Bring in the RC into that throw. Both players with their burst available. Suspended. No heroes here. Counter hit with the Hammerfall. We are just RCing. Oh, the super. Yep. Oh, still gonna get hit though. And the pot buster. Yikes. Alright. Good game. Crillou showing massive signs of life suddenly. Uh-oh. Alright. This is scary. Scary, scary, scary stuff. Oh, that was I think it's just a spectating, luckily. A little bit silly today. Goofy little game. It's a really good start here for Resil. And if you are minion, I bet you are rooting heavily for this guy. So that's kind of huge. Break the wall. That perfect. Pushing some buttons. Garuda impact. Uh-oh. 2K, 2P. Counter hit, gonna send Crillou flying. Still got burst here, but is again set point the install coming out. Uh-oh. The Mega Fist counter hit, that is gonna hurt. Yikes. Or we are seeing burst this time, had enough. Scared. Ross up both players now, not a lot of resources. Get the flick there, but again. Back against the wall, Garuda into the BRC. What defensive play there, using that FD, pushing back Crillou a little bit. The throat break as well, man. 2K, 2D, Garuda. What is the play here? Slide life lead against Crillou, but anyone's game right now. Anyone could get blown up. But the least bit, the Podbuster, and we are gonna have a tie game 1-1. Well, again, still set point here for Resil. Crillou fighting for their life right now. So is Resil stuck in the corner. The flick gonna get countered. Another Garuda. Garuda mistimes the Podbuster just a bit, and that is unfortunate, right? Because now suddenly you find yourself back against the wall. You cannot afford that. My opponent on set point, right? Wasn't the best time? Alright. Oh, okay, it was a backdash. Shut up, chat. I won't play this game. That's good to know. It's a good defensive play then from Resil. First available, still alive. Oh, wait a second. This could be something. While assault and the... Was that a backdash again? Yeah. To dodge that command throw. And that will be Resil taking out Crillou so close.
Bedman.
But no cigars. Right. Good defensive reads wins games. And that means we are going to have Resil. We are going to have the minion. I'm gonna make a bet. Is it gonna be? Well, might be both. Well, all right. Gamba is officially live. I'm to Gamba. So the all-ins. Against Ukraine here. No, it's not over because the thing is, right? If Resil wins, Minion still gets in. But if Minion wins, Resil does not get in. The reason why Minion would not want to just throw it is because we got $70 or €70 sitting in the shared travel pot, whatever. And that means if you're dirt poor, you know, that's money you're not gonna get because that's gonna go to the hotel fund for Resil to make it like the 3-person thing. So, yeah. Resil already though has, you know, it's already going. So it's a weird like extra stimulation of me paying extra essentially. Because Resil was so cheap to sponsor, essentially. Yeah. Because for Resil, I'm only buying a shirt and paying like $70 or €70. The shirt is a little bit expensive, but whatever. It's like, so I'm paying like €100 total for Resil. But I still, you know, since Resil is staying at a different place, I still have a hotel room for 2 people. So, you know, might as well use it. And then just, you know, it's just essentially me paying €100 extra for 1 extra player. That's fine. Counter hit. Alright, there we go. One to 1 here. Got 53,000 on Minion, and we got 101,000 on Minion and 90,000 on Resil. Yo, Joko, that's hype. That's hype. Dude, a lot of people apparently forgot to buy the tickets. I can't believe that. Like Alexia as well. I think they bought a ticket now, but man, the YouTuber house. There we go. Filet mignon. First round on the board here. We don't talk about the YouTuber house clearly. Counter. Yeah, you don't want to know what happened in that. They're gonna watch YouTube. Swedish Airbnb. That's crazy. It was like a large Airbnb last time as well, I remember. I think Ratch was in there. Alright, there we go. Dude, one of my students in middle of class, it was more like 3 students, were yelling chicken juggy like multiple times. It was pretty funny. And they're like 18, by the way. It was a Danish class. Alright. Pressure. We're gonna get that RC, but Minion not having it. Defending here. Carrying it well. Counter. Alright. Resil in a bit of trouble. Stuck here. In the corner. gonna break it. Hard knockdown. A lot of resources here on the side of Mr. Minion. Oh, there we go. Do something. I'll see. Look at that pressure, just keeps going. All right. Celes now low on life. Oh, cheeky neutral. Coming down right there. Oh, broken. Big 6P connecting. That's gonna be Minion 2-0. Bro. Dude, this guy, how is this guy only level 30, by the way? Too good. Dude, floor 6 is different than I remember. Gonna burst here. Minion setting up a lot. The counter got one. Sticker butter. Now, Minion never played pucks, only rank. It's, there we go. Strongest in floor 6. There we go. Set point here. We might be getting a no. Resil does not have anything if Resil loses. That was like the weird thing, was that if Resil won, then I could afford him extra. But if Resil loses, I'm gonna save that money. That's a win for my wallet. I'm gonna save 100 euros if Resil loses. Which is, to be fair, a pretty sizable amount of money. Alright, supering in. Could be beginning of the end here. Hard knockdown, tension building. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will not do it. Dropping the combo. Oh, baby. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. A little bit of spaghetti coming out, maybe. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that will be it. There we go. R.E.V.O and RIP anyone betting on Resil. GG's. GG's, man. Alright. Pretty damn hype. That's 20 points. Dude, somebody got loaded. Was that Joko? Like, that was a lot of points in that bet. $100K. Actually, the jackpot right there. GG's, man. Yeah, I mean, we do have one thing that you can do, which is, I guess, the only interesting thing there's not really a lot of things you can do with points. The only like cool thing we have, I guess, is that you can for 50,000 you can actually buy an emote, meaning you can also get the VIP, sure, but you can also get emotes for the channel. Right, that's pretty cool. I need to go to my meeting. I'm sorry, it's going to be a little bit unceremonious. I'm going to contact the 2 winners after that. Again, I'll go to my meeting. So, speaking of, it is a headstumber meeting, so I should probably be there. So I'm going to raid Marissa. They're having wild-type beginners, so please go in there. You know, say hi. Marissa also going to go to headstumber. I don't even have the tomato image because I was too busy being high and tired. Yep. Have a good one, everyone. I'll see you guys, I guess on Monday. Yeah. GG's to the winners. Peace out. Bye.